I've been staring at this screen for a while at this point. Kinda had the game open in the background, and occasionally swept over to see the nice little creatures walking around. I have no idea about this game in particular because, well, never heard of it before. And since I'm not in the market for new games, for the most part, I probably also wouldn't have gotten it. But Strategy has decided that no, that is something you should look for. Well, downloading Strategy, you do that. Don't confuse the keys, otherwise 10 finger typing is going to be rather difficult. Believe you me, it is. I mean, technically speaking not, because since you're not actually needing to lock down, you can just need to help you so long as you don't mess up the internal settings of your keyboard. By, for example, changing it to an American setting, which I did once and that was fun. As you know, on the German keyboard we of course have keys that are not on any other one, like the Ö button, or the Ä button, or the Ü button, which are very unique. So when you use a keyboard that is set up to work like an American one, and you place the fingers in the normal positioning, they are suddenly writing some very messy text. Took me quite a while to figure that out. Bit of a nice little aside when it comes to keyboards. Yes. What was I? Oh yeah, right, new game. It looks kind of funny, doesn't it? I've seen a few pictures, you know, in the Steam drop and elsewhere, because I had no idea about it. And I was like, that sounds like Rimworld with graphics. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We're gonna find out, but first we're gonna play the tutorials, because I really have no idea what this game is going to be like. And I'd rather have at least a chance. A chance at least. Also, let me just quickly take a look here before we get started. But everything actually is working, as it should be. Thanks for reminding me, little Streamlabs for that. Cute. I was just reminded that we are just apparently 12 bucks away from having to change the difficulty in Baldur's Gate. I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, as much as I bitch and moan about some of the more difficult fights, that is part of the game. Yes, it is supposed to be. Let's see, game basics. I'll teach you interact with the environment. Oh, cute. Build a simple camp. Cute. Serve unknown plans and carry out research. And craft new items. I mean, guess that's a good start. I actually haven't started any game in this yet, apart from booting up the game itself. I'm going to look forward to deal with a new UI that I'm not familiar with. It's always fun to learn something new. Potentially, at least. If it is worth your time, that is. Sadly, however, determining that is rather difficult these days. Sadly. Welcome, that's nice. Okay, so interact the unknown environment and set a simple camp. Or need to take control. Let's get started with mastering camera controls. Okay, yeah, that's the very basics. I see. All these people look all very happy. Ouch. WSD. Rotate camera. Zoom. Connect your option. Select them using it. You can also use now an object to open a menu. Nice. Just stop throwing shit at me again. Okay, so click button. Cut a bush. Apparently, what's the point? And cut a tree. Left. Okay, space for pausing game. That's adorable. Increase the game speed. Okay, so randomly I give a general order and people randomly decide what to do or who to do it. Sounds reasonable enough. Okay, I have some materials. Now what do you want from me? Activity resource bar. Okay. Okay, so that shows me what I have. I have, well, nothing to drink, no guns, no clothing, Damn, I'm a fucking primitive person. No first aid, I'm assuming. I have some food, some wood, some straw, I guess. And some... Nah, let's just call them building materials, I guess. Building basic chemicals can sleep and work in relative protection from the elements is essential for their survival. Yes. It is the human desire, you know, food, water. Oh, well, technically speaking, if you want to order it, water first, then food. You can survive a lot longer without food than, you know, you can without water. And next on the line would be shelter. People don't like sleeping outside for some mystical reason. Maybe, you know, past the dangers of getting fucking eaten come to mind. Construct a shelter, some receiving spots and a campfire. That's my night during the dark hours, and heat to warm, which is if they get cold. Much 8 degrees outside, it's not that cold. It's not warm either. Not t-shirt weather, so to speak. Information, okay. How we do this? Are you gonna tell me, game? Open camp menu. Okay. A shelter. Small roof space where survivors could sleep and store their goods without being exposed to sun and rain. Spectator place. A scrap metal shelter. Okay. Okay, I can make it out of different materials. Nah, that really does feel like Rimworld, doesn't it? T to rotate. Ooh. Okay, so it's basically still grid based. Kinda like that. Shift forward, place multiple times. That's good. Why do I want this? It doesn't matter. Because if it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna... some nice flowers here, yeah. Have a shelter. Can I... yeah, I can also use my 1, 2, 3 buttons to make things faster. Rather nice. Okay, what's next in the line? Open the care menu again, and some sleeping spots. Oh, these look not comfortable at all. But I guess better than the ground. Sleeping spot is inside the shelter. Round. Oh yeah, that's close and uncomfortable. Really close and uncomfortable, mind you. Normally, you know, your average human being has a tendency to like some personal space. Most people would find the idea of sleeping next to a stranger, if not, you know, heavily under the influence of alcohol, for example, rather uncomfortable. Well, if you're drunk enough, you don't give a shit, you just fall asleep. Then we admit I was next to you, which leads to some hilarious waking up scenes, mind you. Believe you me, I've been there a few times in myself. That is a pleasure. Wakes up, looks to the left, sees a random guy he doesn't know, looks to the right, sees a random guy he doesn't know, goes like, interesting. Continues to close to camp will speed up future construction and production. A stockpile, which is designated spot on the ground and does not require any building resources. Okay. Stockpiles are the only ones that can store large construction materials, such as wood or stone. There's no even used to order for possession because more. Protectors of the environment, place the stockpile under the roof. In this case, shelter. Okay, so we need to put down another shelter, eh? Yeah, well, that looks kinda cute. Yeah, build a shelter. Cute that I have the copy option. So look, we're anxious now. No. Welcome back to full functionality strategy. Build, my little slaves. I do wonder. Is start trending confirm placement. We like this. Why not drag this down? Interesting. What's in the way? I don't know. Oh well, let's do this. I wonder if this is going to go just like, you know, ye olde Rimworld. It's like, okay, how about some organ trading to start off with? I always enjoy doing that. It was one of those things that you know, when you started out just weren't expecting, and suddenly it's like, huh. Also, of course, the fact that you could use some rather interesting things. And I'm a people, move a bit faster. So inhuman to get tired. Disgusting. Little work hours ends at 2100. Start a company, relaxation going to be regenerate rest faster than usual. Can use tonight the downtime to plan your next day and prepare more activities. Yeah, I have a distinct feeling somebody took a look at Rimworld, played it, and went like, you know what, this is great, but I would really like to see a bit more graphics. I'd say that's necessarily a bad choice, but oh well. Actually, I didn't really need any more information to tell me that they quite literally looked at Rimworld and went like, fun. Wonder if we could do this ourselves. Like how the seed in Rimworld determines what materials you have around and making it easier. Although, to be fair, Rimworld also has traders, so technically speaking, you have access to everything if you're willing to pay for it. What is here? Fun looking new things is through good old-fashioned research. Huge. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm saying it's very clear to see where the inspiration came from. Okay, so one of my rooms. Jeff. Like a little idiot, go there and look. Thanks. Rimworld have multiplayer? This game doesn't have it yet. Technically, originally, Rimworld didn't have it, but I think there was a mod for Rimworld that allowed for some multiplayer action, if memory serves. I don't know if that's still around. It could put people with the newer versions, but Yes, scrap metal. Can I just build this outside? Is somebody gonna complain about it? I'm sure they're not. Okay, so somebody's now going to spend their whole day looking at fucking orange mushrooms and going like, these mushrooms are kind of funny. Wonder if I could eat them. Bling, bling. Okay, maybe not that fast. What's that? Research. Which did you want me to research? You want me to research weaponsmithing. Oh, that's a good start as any, I suppose. Survival 101. Make a weapon. Both crossbows are not a 101 survival weapons. Mind you, crossbows require actually quite a bit of work to get in working good condition. Yeah, I mean, bows and spears do come to mind, because these are basically the original. And before bows even, you know, just throwing fucking rocks. You don't need to research that, it's a pretty damn obvious thing to do. But if you throw a nice and pointy little rock at high enough speed at something, you do some damage. The crossbow, however, is a bit of a later invention, to be completely fair and honest. It takes a bit to get there. But you're talking of the days of talking about Tropico. Not really any longer a fan of Tropico. Need to an Age, Spectrum and a few other show games as the latest game. A game that has been outside of the comfort zone, Yeah, I'm not saying they're doing bad. It's not a bad idea to take something that is, technically speaking, something very niche, like Rimworld, that has enjoyed quite the surprising amount of popularity, mostly for its, this is an appealing game, let's say it like this. If they would stop bringing out new stuff, that breaks all the mods every single time, because every single time I'm comfortably set up with all of my mods, you know, getting some nonsense in there, they come up with something new, and then when you get that, every one of your mod breaks, so that's a debate for another day, basically. But, I'm not against you looking at it and like, this is a concept we can do something with as well, and so long as it's different enough, I mean, so far it's not really that different, to be fair, I can see the appeal. I definitely would want some anime mods, because I don't like these faces, they fucking irritate the ever living shit out of me, so there's that. Actually, does it have a Steam workshop? Just let me just quickly take a look out of pure interest. If I were to go in here and go for that, what would I find? Let's see here. That's kind of boring. That's kind of boring. That's kind of boring. God damn it, do I need to go to the other side for that? I think the Steam Workshop doesn't have anything. I mean, it's the same kind of overhaul that we had in Victoria 3, you know? Replace everything that is not pleasing to my animufied eyes. Gets replaced. Stuff like this. I really want those to go away. I don't really get a nice feeling if I get stared at by this guy, while this chick just looks at me like, what the fuck are you? And he's like, I have not even a clue why I'm here. But well... I guess let him. Yay, we have weaponsmithing. Apparently. This is good. We haven't finished our observation of the mushrooms. It takes... is there really... I have a distinct feeling that's not gonna be fun. Okay, that looks gay, that looks gay, that looks gay, all of that looks horrible. Why would you do this to me? That's not fucking... I'm looking for game. Let's see, character stuff. Let's go here, shall we? How about that? Is there Fallout mod already? Ah, there is a Fallout mod, of course. I'm not surprised, just mild annoyed. That has a nice cover, but not what I'm looking for. Not impressed. I was about to say, I was looking at the same thing. That is not animo, my friend. That is just not what we want. Crafting going. With workbench and family of goodness. Multiple tasks and some device and other priorities. Sounds like Rimworld. I mean, you would assume that that is not really that fucking hard to do. Okay, what am I supposed to have? Is at least 20 glitter caps. What the fuck is a glitter cap? Is it the mushroom I just observed? Yeah, it is. Okay, so is that area with more of them? Oh well. Actually, when did this game came out? Yeah, just in case. I'm interested in finding out if there's any hope for getting a good anime waifu mod at some point. Would please me greatly. I don't see anything like this. Can I just build production workbench? 2023. I guess there's still a chance then. You know what? You can do this while staring at fire. It's nice that you're like, okay, harvest 20 of them, but you did not really give me a good idea of where they are. Do I have a map? Okay, somewhere down here. It's a bit far away. Okay, there are some more here. Orders. Harvest. Harvest. That should be more than enough. Rather saddening. Rather saddening indeed. But oh well. Pretty sure something's gonna come around at some point. I do like that everything is unavailable. Jesus, they really went after Rimworld. Even the music reminds me of it. Now I'm feeling like I should play some Rimworld again. Oh. Yeah, mind you, if it's not broken, if I were to boot it up right now, we'd get colonists with fucking cat ears, you know, cat girls, mouse girls, what else? think actually it was also one for vampires I played around with a bit, but well, kinda gay, so I kinda stopped. Fun times. Especially in a game like this, you know. The mods are rather bored with it. Oh. You could also say that any success or not success of a game like this, you can very much measure in the amount of mods you get for that. The more, the better, honestly. Warte mal, Webel. You know, feel free to come by. I'll start doing this whenever you have some time. I gotta use the... Oh, gosh, not. Really would like to use my... mouse suggest dude, and then I don't really like doing this, it's kinda annoying. Okay, I was about to shit it until 10. Okay. Sorry. What would you use the gloss for? Or the synthetic textiles in this area? Interesting. Well, who am I to complain? Not really here. Oh, they have this tool, actually. Yes, I still have that tool. Actually, I have so many tools now for dealing with pictures, it's not even funny any longer. Yeah, I saw that one too. But it's just one person. I mean, it's kind of nice that they're naked, but however, I cannot use that for streaming purposes. Actually, I recently found a friend shared a funny little hentai game he was interested in. He was like, look, I know it's not up your alley, but it's funny. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look. The game actually had a streaming mode. And I was like, okay, so give me a hentai game, which the clear purpose is to enjoy the hentai. Then you're like, would you like to cut all of that out? Like, okay. Well, I guess we could play it as a, you know, one-off joke, or however I would get really, really annoyed with it. I guess the funny is still in there. But look, we really do need some more anime here. Technically speaking, I still have quite a few nice little programs that are specifically meant to take an image, cut out a portion of it, and then edit in, make it compatible with other games. So technically speaking, if I find out where their little pictures are stored, I could probably just add them all manually. However, considering the amount that I would probably need, because I should have more than just 3 people, that would probably take quite a while. Was it Honey Pop? No, it is, what was it called? Actually, let me take a look at my desktop, then I can tell you. Single by Choice. I have no idea about this game. He just sent it to me, and I started up, and the people started Chinesing at me, and it was like, hey, that's kind of cute. I never realized how cute Chinese could sound, but it can sound really, really cute, apparently, especially if you're used to hearing, well, you know, either English or Japanese, and suddenly you're sitting there like, that's new. However, since the focus of most hentai games is, you know, the hentai and all, it does kind of feel strange if you're then offering me a game like this, and the game was like, would you like to play this in streamer mode? It's like, okay, what does that mean? Well, that means there's no hentai. It's like, okay. I mean, if you're interested in seeing it, I'm willing to make a stream out of it. It's gonna be somewhat strange, I would assume, considering that it's gonna lack the core component of it. We can do it. We can do it. I'm not opposed to doing some random one-offs once in a while, but it would be rather strange. Oh then. Bad news, the survivor has gotten sick. Oh no, horrible. I wouldn't even care if you die because you fucking look horrible. The right medicine to treat her, so she's just laying in bed, hoping for treatment that might never come. Can I just say that? A group of us that look at insects has been circling the camp for a while. Attack is surely imminent. Okay. See with the combat situation first. Check the skills of all survivors to find the best one for the job, then equip them with a weapon. Okay, so can I pause the game? Yeah, thank you. So, select Raka. Speaking of fawning games, have you ever heard of Project Passion? Strategy. I just had to look up the name of the game and was basically looking at for 2 hours ago or so. Actually, no, more like 5 hours to be fair. I couldn't remember the name off the top of my head. Do you really think I would remember any names? You have to be a bit more specific about it. You know what, before we continue this, since we are paused right now, I can just use Google, I suppose. Watch that. Give me some information, yeah. It looks like a Western game. And 3D as fuck. It doesn't really look like something I'm usually into. I prefer my waifu's 2D, for some mystical reason. What was I supposed to be you? Skills. What do you have in skills? You are Saki at Kombatu. What was that really old game that I... goddammit. Me and names. Yeah, sex scenes in these... in pretty much any 3D engine always look somewhat just janky, especially the Unity variants. I've seen a few in my time, and honestly... I'd rather stay with my 2D pictures, honestly. At least if the artists are good. Some games, you know, actually, even if the content of the game is absolutely not my flair, if the artist is someone I do adore, I'll get in there. Combat indifferent. But we have Connor, and he's apparently interested in combat. Weapon. A crude melee weapon. I know even games like this, it's not like I wouldn't give them a try, mind you. If somebody were to give me one, I'd be playing it. However, that's the most problematic choice because we can't actually stream them. It's kinda bad. Alrighty, it's up to you to lead him into battle, huh? By direct control of him through draft action. Yeah, kinda figured you would go there. Okay, how do I draft you? Select the aggressive notifications. They're gonna draft. Yeah. I would still point out that actually, you know, and Revo made Movlo were pretty fucking good writers. That is actually a subversion of expectation on a degree that I find highly fucking amazing. I know you might be thinking like, what the fuck title is even that? But it is quite good. You should all read it. Quite enjoyable. Good old fashioned Movlo. Masters of subversion of expectation. Quite literally. That's a pretty cool story. Okay. So basically, you know, I'm spoiled when it comes to very, very, very interesting storytelling, and so as such, I kind of just ended up going like, huh. Nothing has ever since really compared. Give me a little insect. Let me stab you with my little spear. Yes, injured of the way, it's time to turn your attention to healing the sick and injured. For the fighter gonna sustain more damage than he would normally have, causing him to lose consciousness from pain and to faint. He will risk witness as well and brought to bed. Expect his wounds, give information, Maki up from the bed to do the execution, she's the highest healing skill. And suddenly he's like, oh, combat too hard. Okay, let's see. Your legs apparently fucked. Superficial bite and bitten of flesh. Okay, the bitten of flesh bite is a bit more serious than the superficial bites. The painful injury doesn't tell me anything. Your pain is extreme. They really took a long, hard look at Rimworld. Went like, yes, let's copy everything. Nice. Although to be fair, you know, considering just how many potential mods there are in the world of Rimworld, it does kind of feel like you would make the worst choice if you go for this. Well, at least for the moment. Select bit of later details. Do I want to? I mean, I don't really care. I'm pretty sure that bit of flesh would require at least some managers. Yes, okay. Good. Maki, are you already doing this? And use the wait for treatment action. Not wait for treatment, she will get up from her bed and take activities as usual. Good. Bandages which are in race but can't do anything about illnesses. Well, yes, that would require medicine. I've found some first aid kits, which contain everything needed to treat almost every health condition. Which is a lie. A first aid kit, as the name would imply, is basically just meant for first aid. If you open your average first aid kit, actually I have one around here somewhere, you get stuff like, you know, bandages and stuff to keep you warm or cold. A bit of an infectant. Other stuff. Mostly bandages and shit. I don't really contain much in the way of medicine, because for some reason we don't trust the average person to administer medicine for the most part. It's kinda, you know. Oh, Martin, what's scavenging? Where's the kids? The landing pod, this one here, you're saying. Scavenge that, please. Alright, let's let the game run. Really does without just make me go like, yes. I would really like to play some Rimworld. Also, now, if you already take the concept of Rimworld, then, you know, make it a bit more realistic. Don't you? Well, you already at it. Okay, what else can we see here? Temperature. Can I see a bit more about your personality? Yeah, personality. That's not really... A female, age 39 and 64 kilograms. Connor weighs 80 kilograms. Literally, in order to do this, she is just lifting up something that is heavier than herself and carrying it on her shoulder. And that is not how you move the wounded person if you are, you know, a woman. Even I had my fair share of trouble moving him like that for any given fucking distance. I would do what they told me to do. I would drag him. I don't fucking care about his comfort, because, you know, we have far more important things to do. You're rather funny, though. Games have a tendency to just, you know, overlook such simple facts of physics, where it's like, would it be reasonable to put something that heavy on your shoulder and move it for any given distance? Not really. Well, let's ignore that, it will be a pain in the ass. You don't need to make another animation where people start dragging people. Actually, you could then go even autistic and go like, okay, but now we have wounded their ankles because they have been dragged over the floor. Would kind of fun. But alas. I do believe that there are some difference in the, what is considered standard with the first aid kit, but I think my first aid kit is the one that it's required to have in your car, and since I don't have a car any longer, but I still took all the stuff out, so I still have a first aid kit. Yes, you know, like, lots of disposable gloves in there, the standard bandages in multiple variants for different kinds of wounds. There is disinfectant in there, there is disposable scissors in there so you can cut shit. Basically everything you need for what the name implies, first aid. Nothing like painkillers, obviously, because as I said, you know, we don't trust the average person to administer fucking medicine, especially not to somebody who is potentially even more endangered by misdosages than normal people. Some mysterious reason we don't trust them. Okay, done now, but you're getting treated. Are you feeling better now? I will say though, this game does kind of go a bit farther than just being an homage to something. It is quite literally stealing most definitively. Most profoundly. Deluxe and frequent. I mean, I wouldn't count a condom as a necessary first aid item, mind you, but I guess you can have one. I don't really had to acquire them in the first place. Hello, Maki. Since we now have stuff for you, you can go into bed and get treated by people who have no idea about medicine. How about that? I wonder how much mistreatment is here. Can I, you know, do an operation and mess it up so hard that I cut somebody's arm off? Let get represented graphically. So far, the only thing I can give this game is that it, of course, graphically is a bit more impressive than Rimworld, which means I would like to see some actual representation of my shenanigans. A laser pistol, okay. The distance avoid injuries. I mean, as long as you're not a very sick and twisted individual, then yes, somebody dying unconscious on the ground will not inspire as a first thought like, I really would like to bang them. At least it shouldn't. I'm not saying there aren't any crazy people who would do precisely that. But what was that one thing I once had to read through? Technically speaking, when you have a fever, your body temperature gets higher. That should be a good prerequisite for fucking time, isn't it? I was like, that's an interesting argumentation you make there. Not one I would make, but hey, so be it. Now then, we have some more animals here, so I'll draft you. Move your ass over here. I draft you. Move your ass over here. And start going all wild fucking west on them. Pew pew! And we're shooting at poor little insects. It's like, what have the insects ever done to you? Well, I mean, apart from biting Connor rather heftily. I can clearly tell one of us at least is a decent shot. Well done. I mean, so far. Okay. Guess we should at least go once through the tutorials. Seems fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Another day paradise. Oh well, not really. Yeah, doesn't really sound like it. Happiness chain. Oh, can we put down some horseshoe? Because as we all know, everybody loves horseshoe. For some reason, it's the sole, simple, most efficient entertainment form that you can give your survivors. Don't you know it? So how are we gonna do this? Kind of floating text. Hello, Connor. How about your happiness? Insufficient food variety. Don't be a little bitch about it. Few fun things to do. Yeah, I was about to say horseshoes it is. 8 on foot and disturbed sleep. Your chest, have you heard of those? That's not really a fucking necessary requirement for your survival, so no. If you really want one, I'm gonna set some up. I wouldn't want, why don't I? You know what, we're gonna set this up here. Gonna eat outside, because, well, that is your life now. Oh, that really is primitive. Yeah, I can give you 4, because it looks better. Ah, good times. There's a place to eat, but the available emergency versions are not exactly appetizing. Of course they aren't. Cooking. It has to bring out the flavor, but you can also prepare dishes with local ingredients. Aha. Hello. I was about to say, best stored refrigerated should be rather obvious. Well, that's a pretty generous 24 days for some really bomb to last. With some mushrooms. They last 12 days outside. Not bad. Big recipes. Cook the merchant versions. It kinda beats the point of a merchant version if you start cooking it, because it's supposed to be something that you can eat relatively quickly and easily, without the necessary need to cook them. How many times am I supposed to be doing this? I might fucking do it forever. Need for butchery. This is a... It doesn't seem like something appetizing. I'd probably stay with my emergency versions, but like, you know what? Might be bland. They might involve copious amounts of peanut butter, but... still better than fucking insects. Can we not hunt something a bit more, you know, tasty? There. Things to eat, including raw foods. Uh-huh. No raw food for you. Tourist supply of cooked food is an essential. Yeah, I know. It's only on scavenged rations. It's not recommended for the long run. Yes, so rather obvious. Yeah, for if the good local gaps to gain enough knowledge to farm then. That's just surprisingly fast. Even if you survey them in the wilds, how the fuck do you then go like, hi, yes, I totally understand how to, you know, make a farm out of them now. It usually takes a bit longer. Couldn't we just do the normal thing and try to... actually, we don't have any seeds, do we? Otherwise, I would be arguing that we should probably plant something we are more familiar with. Wheat, rye, and potatoes would be nice. Oh, rice. Rice would be nice indeed. Well, I mean, yeah. If the environment looks like Earth, smells like Earth, and the water is drinkable, first and foremost, then we can assume that it is somewhat composed of the same thing. So, if we had some seeds, I would probably start trying some rye farming or something. But, you know, as I said before, potatoes. Potatoes are always good. They're hardy little fucking cunts that just have a tendency to just grow, for the most part. There's stuff that can kill them, but they are, for the most part, not that dependent on a specific climate, for example. Makes them rather ideal for most places. On the other side, now we have very little in the way of knowledge about these plants. As I said, if we're reacting the same way to the environment that we would on Earth, then for the most part we can assume that it is somewhat similar. you drink the water and you're not, you know, suddenly feeling somewhat strange, then it will have probably most of the stuff in it that we would require. Have the survivor selected. Here, come here, bitch. Go direct order to cut. Just click here. Oh look, it's Rimworld. Yeah. This is indeed not just a homage, is it? Activities. Okay, who of you is the worst book? Where was it again? Where are you fucking scared? Cooking 3. Cooking 3. Cooking the... Okay, the black dude, you are not supposed to be cooking. Cooking. Stop cooking it. Yeah. But this really good world. There's nothing to say about this apart from it. Yeah, who of you is good at fucking farming? 0, 4, 0. Okay, so little Mackie it is. Activities, Mackie. Relaxation. Relax in the free time. Punching pole. Der steekt die Plinch. Yeah. Come on, we have to admit they really blatantly even. I mean, it's one thing to go like, okay, I like the idea, let's make our own game with the same idea, man. But this is not just taking the idea, this is actually taking the fucking systems out of fucking Rimworld and putting them in your game. That is somewhat brazen, to put it mildly. I'll have to admit. I mean, literally, it starts with the sound design. It goes all the way through the setting, obviously. Into the nitty-gritty of, you know, using this sort of activity. If I find a menu to manage this, yeah, there's a schedule, of course. But what if I find a menu to give them, you know, specific orders for when to sleep and when to work and when to have free time, I'm gonna be laughing. Yep. Well. I guess it's projection to ×2, which means that ×2, yeah. Projection performed 2 times bruise 20 of the resource. But seriously, that is bold. Rarely seen so much direct stealing, to put it very, very nicely, in a game. Which, you know, bold move indeed. I'm not gonna deny that. Yes. So fucking. That's really something that that takes a moment to really sink in just how much direct copycatting that is. Brutal. Very brutal. I'm pretty sure one of the next lessons is going to be, did you know you can actually schedule things? I mean, I don't think we're gonna reach the end or late stage game in a reasonably short amount of time, but it will not change that all of the basic systems that they have incorporated that are directly responsible for your whole management are very much so directly ripped off Rimworld. To the letter. They didn't even try to hide it. Look at this shit. This is 1-to-1. I could open up Rimworld right about now and show you the exact same menu and go like, ha. That's interesting. That's bold, as I said. I'm not saying it's never happened before, and I'm not saying, you can't do it, so long as, the other person or the other party doesn't come up to you and go like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, have a punching pole. But still, bold move. And even if we play this to the late game, when things would change story-wise or reference, it wouldn't change that the menus will be just the same. Quite literally, just the same. Amusing. I mean, I could literally go ahead. Actually, a nice idea for once. Go ahead, make when I download this particular file, cut out a nice few things. Then start up Rimworld, let the net record for a little bit, take a few scenes out of there, and then do a nice one-on-one comparison video and go like, ha, that's strange. Nice split screen style where on the left hand you see this game, on the right hand you see Rimworld, and then you see the complete overlap. Would be kinda mean to do so, mind you. But it wouldn't be untrue, I wouldn't be lying at all. Not even one bit of it would be a lie, it would be true to God. Hey look! It's another thing that looks just like Rimworld. With the exact same things, anything where you allow people to do anything. Relax. Specific times when they're supposed to be relaxing. Working hours. Sleeping hours. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, have some relaxing before sleep. Jesus Christ, though. Bold choice, bold choice. However, there's of course one very obvious area where they cannot compare to Rimworld just yet. And if it came out in 2023, and we're halfway through 2024 at this point, and they haven't gotten that much of a variety of mods as far as I could see, at least on Steam, I don't think there's any risk of them overtaking Rimworld. God damn it, I want to play this now, though. Okay, time to fortify my base. Why do you zoom in that much? Reach stone fences to complete it. Okay, the fence, a stone variety. Close it. Fence gate. Raise a fence gate on the stone fence. Do I want to? Mining. We don't see mining yet. Interesting. Must be mining though. Yeah, I was about to say. Traps. He was going like, it's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be new. Now I'm just feeling like playing Rimworld. Yeah, build a tower. So that you may climb it and shoot from it to the enemy. And flamethrowers. Pretty nice. An automated contraption, of course. What do I mean obstructed access? I would like to cover my traps. I guess I could also try to go over here. I don't even want to know with that. Super from required object. Fair enough, game. It's outside. Yeah, that's stupid. It seems to be beating the point rather obnoxiously, but Switch the game was like, no, you can't do this. I'm like, okay. I want me to fuck around the game? Then I will fuck around. I have the option to do so, I will do so. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm gonna come through here. You just put yourself outside, bitch. Yep, you do. You really are stupid. If you want to die, it can be arranged. There's so many other things that can be arranged that you die a horrible death. Hello, my little people. Will you choose to just engage? You will. Rather nice of you. I don't really seem too interested in coming. In fact, they seem rather bored. Let's put it mildly, isn't it? there's an open door right there, you could use that. It's out again. Should be enough to get them to remake their choices in life. Well done, apparently. Next. What did you do that actually? First room on the 3 walls away from the soil floor. Another room there later. Yeah, located in the house. Look over the rock floor. I mean like this. Here's the door. And place the door and a window of your first room on these 3 walls away from the soil room. Yeah, have a window. How about now? Feeling good? Whee! And again, this gives me a nice opportunity to light my pipe while I'm working on this. At least was impressively lucky that most in these scenarios of games, all of your people have at least the basic idea of how to build a fucking fully functioning house. Which, you know, rather impressive. Pretty sure it would take most people at least a bit of time to figure that out. I'm assuming you're placing roofs on that, aren't you? Yeah, constructing ceiling. Truly blatant, but we'll take it indeed. Oh, there's a lot of fucking material I have in my inventory for the moment.